Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Germany. Alright, so to get started in today's episode, I'm noticing that stability is so low. I'm wondering if we can't get that higher, if there's not that decision available in the working conditions. Yeah, we've kind of avoided doing because, you know, we didn't have the political power. And I think we're going to do this to try and see if we can get stability a little bit higher. That would be really helpful with the factory output because, yeah, the equipment, as you guys can see, is still one of our major issues. So I think it would be useful to do that. Now remember, this episode we're going to be moving the fleet over to the Pacific, but we need to get them finishing this battle first since they're already going that way. So let's let them finish that up and then we'll get the fleet split up and some of them moving over there. I'm about to win that battle finally. It took us like forever. It's like a century of fighting right there. This province here is open. This guy is tempted to leave. We're going to keep him here. Yeah, I don't want to reconnect, so it's not really worth... I guess you could move this guy over here and then have that unit go this way. Just trying to take open territory while we can. I don't know what this guy's doing, but let's just stop him. I'm going to stay on this front. Still trying to get some of this, you know, get these guys destroyed, these little pockets here. Got to get this done still. Let's go and attack with this unit down here. He can do both of these attacks, I think, and then we'll have this tank move over this way, and then he'll go up this way and help out, since that's clearly be a little bit more difficult. You know, actually, he's not a tank, so let's just have him go this way. Alright, so he's moving towards this really important victory point here. We're 20 points. It'll be super helpful in our efforts to get the Chinese capitulated. And he's going to work on trying to get these units here, whichever ones happen to be there, get them cut off. Got a unit here that needs to be destroyed, so let's go and make that happen. And might be able to win here now. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to win there. So we're going to do that attack. Let's make sure he's at least going somewhere on this front line. I got a tank unit here. He could be doing something now. He took that victory point. Let's see how we want to do this. Probably have him go... I'm not really going to have him go this way. Go after that victory point, get that airbase. Just trying to help us out in the skies. Since, you know, we do not have a lot of fighters over here. So, you know, if we can take those air bases, it's one way we can really help our fighters out. We sunk 5 British destroyers there in that battle where the fleet helped. So that's awesome. Did they take any damage? Looks like they didn't. We're going to let them go over there and see if they need to repair it all, and then we'll split them up. I mean, we want to split them up in the port anyways, so yeah, we'll get them split up and send them over here. Looks like we do have all our troops over here in the ports to protect against the potential naval invasions. 17 troop convoys here. It makes me think they just left there. It'd be awesome if we could do the invasion here, but yeah, we just don't have the fleet, so we can't do it yet. It's kind of limited on that front. You know what? Let me just double check here if we sent... This is not what I want to look at. If we wanted to send... okay. I just want to make sure we weren't sending troops over here with this army to protect that port, which is clearly already protected. How many units do we have on the invasion order? 14. Okay. So hopefully that'll be enough. I don't really know. This guy's clearly going to fail, so we'll go and stop that. Where's he going? He's going to cut these guys off. All these units over here. It'll be massive. We're still trying to wrap up these pockets, though, so we're about to create another massive pocket. I'm going to attack over here now. And yeah, just kind of waiting for all these units to get to their front lines. This guy can go and push forward here, take that territory. And we've now taken that one, so that's big. I guess we'll want to just like shoot towards a victory point. Yeah, just go after these damn victory points here. Actually, instead of doing it that way, we'll go over here and grab that one. Just trying to force their capitulation, taking their key cities here. We're going to try and get this wrapped up here. Just need to take some of this territory over so we don't get ourselves cut off from supply. That's always a risk. Right, he's coming over here and grabbing this port. So then you just got to get that one, and then you got all these troops here cut off. Not sure where all these guys are taking off, but let's stop that. Stop the madness. Yeah, not sure where all these guys are going here. Probably over to some of these other fronts. Alright, Alright, so let's try and get these units wrapped up so they don't have to come over to these other fronts. And let's have that unit come over here. I guess we will want this guy coming over here. Somebody's got to do this job. All these new units that we just cut off here. Somebody's got to get them finished up. Alright, so this is a pocket we've been working on for some time. It looks like we will eventually have that done. We have finally won and taken this province. Oh, good God, that took forever. Alright, so that is awesome news. But will we be able to hold it, I guess, is the question. When he gets here, he should, yeah, make the difference there. Looks like we're already in the green. Alright, so that's awesome. Push forward here. And just looking for units that aren't moving. So this guy's going over that way, so we can have him come over here then. While he comes up over this way. He's grabbing that victory point. Excellent. Good job, man. So these units are cut off, but very easily connected here. So let's go after that victory point, because at this point I'm really trying to force some capitulation here. It would be really awesome if we can just get them defeated this episode. I think we should be able to. I don't think that's an impossible task. I think we should be able to get it done. Let's go and take a look, see what's happening to the sea. See how we're doing here. Definitely losing some planes. Shot down some of their planes as well. Doing a little bit of bombing here. Submarines aren't getting hit, so that's good. But yeah, we are losing a lot of planes over here. Engaging troop convoys with those submarines. Trying to stop some of these damn invasions that we've been facing here. But yeah, I don't think any of them are successful right now. So we got that at least to be thankful for. Let's try and see if we can't thicken this up a little bit. I was going to use that one tank unit to do it, but yeah, it looks like he might be able to do it a little bit better than us. Alright, so he's coming over this way. Still about to get these guys cut off here, so that's big. He's got his orders. So let's go ahead and start moving towards these victory points here, because I think they'll capitulate here very, very soon. And I think we're just about done. And we just sunk 3 British light cruisers and 8 destroyers. Alright, so our fleet is finally having some success here, so that's good to see. So it does suck that we're about to take their strength now, and we are having so much success. But let me just see how much the British have left when it comes to their ships. You would assume that they're not going to have many left. 59. So I think if we leave, like, I don't know, a small task force here, it should be enough with the air support, because we have heavy air support over here. So I think this will be fine. So what we're going to do is probably just create a separate task force, or even just put them all under our best admiral. That might be the best way to do this, actually. Although then they're covering all these provinces here. You know what, that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have them cover the English Channel now, and we're going to give him some of these fleets here. So what we'll want to do is give him this task force here, doing the patrolling, and then we're going to want to give him a task force with some capital ships. Man, I really don't want to split up our carriers. I think they'll both have to go to the Pacific Theater, so we won't be able to give them any carriers. That's unfortunate. What we'll do is we'll give them all the heavy cruisers. So all the heavy cruisers that we have will go into this task force. And then like 1 battleship. And probably not a new one. Well, I mean, if you're only giving them 1, I guess you give them 1 newer battleship. Okay, so that looks good for the capital ships. So I'm going to move them over here. And then now, at this point, we just have to give them some screens to help them out. And I'm thinking that we're going to do, because range is going to be an issue, and I think we might get rid of a lot of the destroyers from this task force and not even bring them over to Asia, because I want to say the Japanese probably don't have a lot of submarines left, and we do have the support cruisers for them to do, you know, to cover our ships. So let me just take a look and see how they're doing on submarines. They have 37. That is a decent number. You know what? I'm not too worried about it, guys. Let's just do it that way. And we could just take the just the level 2 destroyers out, I suppose. And they'll take a look and see how many ships we have going there. So we have 8 going over here. So that leaves us with 10 destroyers. So let's go and take some of these old light cruisers out now, because I don't think this is quite enough ships here. It'd only be 12 ships. So we clearly have to give them some light cruisers as well. So let's go and do that. We're probably going to give them the level 2s. Let's see how many of those we have. How many level 3s do we have? I guess that's what we should really be checking. So if we were just count the level 3s, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9. Okay, so yeah, we'll just take all the level 2s out then. And it's going to be a very light cruiser heavy fleet. I think that'll be helpful. Go ahead and send those over there. So that leaves us, what, 26 ships to fight the Japanese. Not much. Is this going to be enough screens to cover the capital ships, though? So remember, you need 3 screens for every capital ship to give them proper screening. But typically people do 4 screens to account for losses. So we have a total of 7 capital ships. That means we need 21 screens to properly cover them. And then we probably want a little bit extra. We only have 19. So we have a lot less than we'd want. At least a couple ships less. But, you know, we'd probably want more than that. One thing that people don't consider is the patrol fleet. If you have a fleet on the strike force, then they're not going to engage any other fleets unless a patrol fleet has already found them. You know, they typically have to be found somehow. Either your submarines get engaged, or more than likely, your patrol fleet ends up finding them. And so when that happens, you know, when your patrol fleet is the one, you know, who finds those ships, then you have those screens to help you. So that's an additional 10 screens to be added to here. So that we're going to consider that, guys. And another thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this guy here and put him onto this task force. Instead, maybe move one of those level 2s that I sent over there. And we got all these level 2s here, and we're going to put a level 2 in here. One of our level 2s, by the way. Maybe an attack cruiser. Or even better, let's go and do an attack cruiser and a support cruiser over to this one. And then we'll just move another one of these old cruddy ones over to this one. I'm not sure how many we have going over here. Let me just double check on this. So we have 7, that will get us up to 8. So yeah, we'll probably want to put one of these over here then. Alright, excellent. So yeah, we'll see how that looks. We'll let them get all moved around, and then we'll move the fleet over to Japan after they've all made their adjustments and stuff. So let's just focus on getting the war in China done. Yeah, we are just about there. Again, lots of troops that needed to be destroyed, they're cut off, and you know, even after we get the Chinese to capitulate, we'll still have to fight a lot of these units here. But at least they'll be cut off from supply. Alright, so we've taken this province here, so you know what, we could probably be successful in attacking over here. Remember, these units here are all cut off from supply, so now it's just a matter of getting them destroyed. Which should be pretty easy, because they look weak. Man, do they look weak. Alright, so let's go and actually start attacking here. We're going to send this guy over here. Start working on getting these units destroyed. Send him another guy to help out on that task. And we still got to get the units here finished up. I think we've defeated all of them. But yeah, just send more tanks in there to get that done quicker. Alright, so these guys could easily cut these units off here, so we'll make that happen. I'll grab that province. Alright, he's going over this way, so it means he's going to meet up with that unit to cut off the units that are here, because technically we haven't cut them off here just yet, though that should happen soon. Though I don't think we actually have anybody doing that just yet, so let's instead grab these provinces real quick. So yeah, we'll just grab all those provinces and then have them come over here. I think they'll probably capitulate before we even get that done. Most likely. Because yeah, I think they're pretty darn close to capitulation at this point. So this is gonna be big for us though. This would be a big victory for us. Also just captured a Japanese operative. Alright, excellent. Trying to spy on us. And they did not destroy this invasion. I think they've been there so long they could have built a port. They haven't built a port, but they could have. Alright, so let me just make sure everybody's like moved and set up. Yeah, everybody's in their location, so we just want to kind of take a one-over glance and just kind of see how things look here. So yeah, these guys are coming back here. Just see if there's any other adjustments we need to make, like if they have enough ships I feel like they do. Yeah, because with this one you have 5 capital ships, so you don't have 15 screens. We have 18, plus the support of them. So we actually have plenty enough over here to get the job done. And I think this looks good. In fact, we're going to go and move one of the screens from over here into this fleet. Like one of the destroyers or something. I mean, these are level 2 destroyers. Probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I guess that's what you would do. You know what? I think we're going to change this all up, guys. Yeah, let's go and make some massive changes here, because this is our better patrol fleet here. It has all like level 2s. So we're going to change these all up. Put the level 2s into this one, and then put the level 1s into this one here. And then we'll have to see how that looks afterwards. So just make some adjustments before we move them over here, guys. Make sure we have the best possible fleet to fight the Japanese, including the patrol fleets. Alright, let's go and grab these 2 provinces here. Gotta get that port taken. And we've been lucky that they have been so passive, the AI. There's so much they could have done to kind of avoid the situation they're in, but they just haven't. So I guess we're lucky in that regard. They're trying to reconnect here, which is just going to get them cut off with the rest of them. Actually defeat that British division in the mountains. That went well. And yeah, these guys are just about cut off, but not quite yet. Still got to get the win there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this unit here and give him an order right here. And start pushing forward. The intention of trying to create the front here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what we can do there. Alright, so this guy's already going this way, so let's have him start pushing forward here. Yeah, I gotta get these damn pockets finished up here. Free these units up to do other things. In fact, let's just go ahead and grab the Rommel troops to come take care of this front here now that it's completely cut off. Okay, excellent. So they'll start moving over there to help us out. Because a lot of those divisions, even when China capitulates, will still be there. And let's go and attack that province. And it looks like we... Yeah, I thought we were taking some... Okay, so they are about to attack here. I think that port province, actually. Or maybe they'll go after a non-port province and then we'll be able to easily destroy them. Hawaii's currently being invaded. About to see if the Americans are able to defend against that. I noticed the Line Islands were being invaded. Looks like they defended those. Oh, nope, there's one over here. They took one of the ports. So yeah, the Americans just really have not been helping out in the Pacific Theater much. You just have not seen their presence. And they're still not even done up here yet. They still got territory to take here. They haven't finished up. Okay. The Americans just not being all that helpful. I mean, that's typical of a American AI. They don't really help that much. All right, so let's go take a look at the fleet. They should have gotten these all changed up pretty quickly. So looking good here. And I'm going to see if we have any... Now, we're going to go ahead and take a couple of these level 2 cruisers and put them over here. And then put the level 1s. Let me see if we got... Yeah, we'll just have to put the level 1s into this one. And then we'll want to take... See how we're doing on destroyers. I want to take one destroyer out. One of these like level 2 destroyers. Have him come over here. And then we'll be done. And that'll be the current situation. That's how it'll look. We don't have any other ships. No. Just make sure we didn't have any ships that were done being constructed. So we're moving the fleet over here a lot slower than I had anticipated. It took a lot longer to get them down here. Alright, so we were never able to win there, so let's go after this port instead. It's also a victory point. Just make sure again that all these units are advancing towards victory points to get the Chinese capitulated. And you know, at one point you just got to start taking these other provinces here to get this done. And I guess he'll go this way and he'll go this way. I'll grab that province real quick. Alright, he's already taken that. Excellent. He's attempting to go through here. That's a horrible way to do it. Let's have him go this way instead. Alright, so this is opened up with nobody there to deal with it. And frankly, we got to thicken this up here so they can't just easily reconnect it, because this has been a huge win for us here. We don't want to reconnect all this. Alright, so yeah, just kind of advancing. I think this guy could probably win here now. Yeah, they definitely be able to win all these battles. Those units are so weak. And so yeah, it's just about getting these guys destroyed, which just happened. Alright, excellent. Alright, and so you're going to want any yellow army troops that are over here to help out with this pocket that we created, this massive pocket that we just created. Alright, so yeah, just cleaning this up. How close until the Chinese capitulate? Let's just take a peek here, because they should be pretty close. 89% towards capitulation, so we're almost there. Almost there, guys. Go and grab that province. Have these guys help out here, and we're going to take these light tanks and have them come up over this way. And yeah, just keep on taking these ports to stop the Japanese from putting any more troops over here. And yeah, just really, again, need to clean up these provinces here. Get all this taken care of. Alright, so he's knocking out those two provinces. Lovely. And just some units not doing anything over here, so let's go ahead and fix that. Actually, you know what? Let's have this guy come up over here, and he will do this. Somebody's got to help us with this. And yeah, he's not in the best location. So yeah, we're having him come over here, so we'll have him attack there next. I know it's a fortified province. They're cut off from supply though, so we should do all right. Here it's just about advancing now. Because these units are cut off, so I just need to push forward, grab territory. Should be able to win here. Yeah, we've already won there. So yeah, that pocket's about to be finished up. A lot of these troops don't know where to go. And they're confused because they don't, you know, there's no supply up through here. Again, just have them come over here, thicken this up so they can't easily reconnect themselves. So might be attempting to do that now. In fact, we're gonna have this guy come over here and grab these provinces next. And try and reconnect with them. Whoever gets over there first. Okay, so yeah, just getting all these little pockets destroyed. And let's go and attack over here next. Get that taken care of. Those two provinces taken. These guys do not have supply, but they could get it by getting that one port right there, so that's a problem. Got to stop that from happening. This guy here, let's go ahead and have him go after Hong Kong next. Yeah, and then come over here and grab that victory point. Yeah, just really focusing on victory points. Let's have this guy come over and grab that one, since they are also in the war with us. And let's have this guy here start cleaning this up. He's already doing that for us. Excellent. Yeah, just kind of slowly getting this done here. But yeah, this is looking good. The fleet, I did not move them. We just wanted to take a look at them, make sure they're good to go. I think this is good. 36 ships to go over there. 32 ships staying over here. Basically split it up. I was going to have a smaller task force here, but I'm a little bit worried about the British fleet like coming out and starting to dominate, and then we'd have to worry about invasions and all kinds of issues, and we really don't want that. So we're just going to keep the very small fleet that we're sending here. They're elite. They got the best ships that we have available. It's an elite fleet, and we're only going to keep them in areas where they have air support. For right now, we'll probably only keep them right here where we are strongest in an attempt to engage their fleet. But eventually we want to have both of these sea zones. So yeah, let's go and get them moving over here now, which in order to do that, we should probably go ahead and remove, we want to remove all regions. And then assign them, oops, we want him doing patrol. And need to right click that. Alright, so we'll have him go to the Sea of Japan while he goes ahead and does his strike force. And it's going to take him time to get over there. So we'll have to sell. Let's make sure they are selling over there. Alright, so you see he's selling. Let's make sure they are. They are not. So we're going to have to force them over there because they're a strike force, of course. Let's go and force them on over there. Okay, so it's going to take a long time for them to get here. But eventually they'll arrive and start making use of them. See if we can't destroy the Japanese fleet the way we did with the British fleet. Alright, so yeah, just looking for units sitting around not doing anything. And we'll push forward. Try and get this pocket destroyed. This is looking good so far. And he's going to come over this way here. Again, they are very, very close towards capitulation here, guys. Extraordinarily close. Just not there yet. Still units sitting around not doing anything, so let's go and fix that. He's going to come over this way instead, and we'll have this guy go down here. Alright, so one there, not winning here, unfortunately. He is cut off though, so it looks like that situation will change for us. Can't have these guys getting out of here, so let's have him hurry up and go over to this location, just make sure they don't get that port. Because yeah, that would be disastrous. They got another port here, and there we go. Yunnan Free Empire, China, just capitulated. So that frees all this up here. All right, so that's fantastic news. So let's go and just take any unit that's moving and just set them up to like hold any of the units here in the middle that already have like orders and stuff. Okay. So now we just want to get all these pockets destroyed here. Now we're going to need to take a look at units that don't have orders, I suppose. Well, it does look like everybody has an order. Yeah, they all got assigned orders here. How about the Yellow Army? Anybody not have an order? They have orders, so I think there's one around every location here. So this guy can take care of that unit. He can take care of that unit, and he can take care of this unit here. Just kind of get these little pockets here wrapped up. I already got somebody here to take care of these guys. Alright, so yeah, he's going to attack that cab unit there. So yeah, we'll have all these pockets wiped out very soon. Alright, so this guy can go and attack here now. Try and get these units here destroyed. And we got to get there before those units get there. That would be disastrous, again, if they got that port. Obviously, we don't want to have to fight those guys. And here's the invasions. They're going for the port now. We only have one unit to stop them. So this is an issue. So let's go ahead and start helping out with other units that we have here. And he should be able to win that. He'll win that one. Well, maybe not. Not if he doesn't get some assistance here. So yeah, he's going to try and help out. And this is a tactic you can do when there's like one division defending. This would not help us out like in Ireland doing this, sending a bunch of divisions and attacking, because they have like 12 divisions defending every port. So it's only a tactic that works when you're only fighting one division or two, maybe three divisions. But in that case, you could have just attacked the port in the first place and never even risked, perhaps getting your units destroyed. I think they would have defeated any division. I mean, we just have one division just to give them some resistance. That's not enough, frankly. So what do we have here? We have a factory to get assigned. All right, well, let's go and take a look at the equipment situation, see how we're doing on getting the situation improved. Anti-air is actually in the positive now. We're going up, I mean. So that's good. Anti-tank is still hurting. Armored cars is doing pretty bad because of all this new territory that we're garrisoning. Artillery is going up as well, but you can see that it is so far in the negative. It's really bad. Infantry equipment is not as bad as it once was, as far as how much we're losing every month. Motorized is still pretty low. Light tanks are pretty low. Okay. So, a lot of stuff we have to get here, guys. Let's go up with the armored cars. I suppose we'll do that, since we need that the most. I feel like 25 for the artillery is quite a bit, so we're not going to do any more for that. I feel like 10 for the motorized is pretty good, too. What else were we really short on? Light tanks. How are we doing on light tanks? I think we have 20 going there, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think that's fine as well. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep it as is. And we'll get more factories when we'll figure out where we're putting them once we do. Alright, so I think we just wiped out all those divisions. We just killed so many troops this episode. I mean, it's insane. Just the numbers of troops that we have killed. There's very large numbers here, guys. So this guy here is going to take care of that unit. And he's taking care of that unit. So all these guys should be destroyed, with the exception of these two. We don't have anybody taking care of this yet. So we got units coming over here. Are we at war with... Who has this? This is Chinese Empire that has this. Okay, so we're going to have him come grab all this and just start advancing down here to get all this territory taken. Somebody's got to get done. And then have this guy come over here. I think a lot of the units are assigned to this. I don't think we're going to need that many, but we'll see. Obviously, what we have is not enough. I'm not sure where all these units are going. Since, yeah, it says they all have orders. Now, let's take a look at this invasion, because remember, we do not want to lose here. They just keep getting weaker, though, so we do have that advantage. And then when he gets over here, he'll be able to get him destroyed, and then we'll have him attack over here next. Yeah, I think we got this invasion taken care of. To make sure there's no other ones. Yeah, it looks like that's the only successful one. Got another destroyer sunk there. So that's good news. Gotta finish up this defense, and then we can attack them. And then we'll try and attack that unit next. Let's go ahead and have him start pushing forward after these port provinces. Might get cut off. I don't know. We'll see. Go after the ports and then come over here to Bangkok. Try and get that taken. Frankly, we need fronts down here, though, so I should have done that. So that, like, other units can come down here when they're done with their current task. Which a lot of the units are going to be over here, because this has got to get done. This is a massive pocket. So we need to get this taken care of. Get all these troops destroyed here. Gonna push forward there. Push forward here. Again, just kind of work on trying to get all of these units here destroyed. A lot of units kind of just sitting around, and that's because of low supply. We could kind of force them to go to a front, but what's better is to probably just create new fronts, I think, and then have them go down to it. And another thing we should probably do, because we're going to face like constant invasions now. Oopsie, didn't want to do that. My bad. Let's go ahead and get these guys attacking here now again. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to give them more areas to cover. Yeah, we'll have them cover all through here and even out here, because we know we're going to have that eventually. And so now they need 22 divisions to cover all of the ports here, and that's not even covering this one here, so that's a total of 23 divisions needed. Okay, so what we'll do is give them divisions from these other fronts here, from these other armies. Let's see what we have. I know a lot of these guys are lacking equipment. Yeah, they're pretty bad in some areas. So we're just going to take some of these troops out. I'm not sure which army you want to pull from the most. Yeah, you have to push down in here into India just in case we have to capitulate them, and then yeah, have troops down here as well. So you probably still want two separate armies, so I think we'll just pull from both of them. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll just pull from both of them. And just take some of the armies that are up along here. Trying to just select a couple units here. And have them jump into this army here. Maybe get it to 18 divisions is what I'm thinking. Let me get this guy over here. So yeah, get these guys down to 18 and then pull some of the yellow army off for the same task. Again, I hate having these very large divisions defend ports. This is not optimal here, but the equipment situation is just so bad. That gets us up to 19 here. Okay, so we still need more. And I should have been assigning these based on where they were located. That's my bad. So we'll do and send some more over here, although I was thinking like 18 and 18. That gets us up to 21. How many did we need? 23, is that right? Yeah, you need 23 divisions to be able to cover the whole thing. So we'll just take two of these guys then and take them out and have these two guys go over there. Let's take these two. Get them up to 23 divisions. All right, fantastic. Just make sure all these ports are defended. So at the very least, they have to fight us to take it. All right, so trying to get these guys finished up here. He'll have him destroyed here momentarily, and once he's done with that, we'll have him attack over this way next. So we get this invasion wrapped up. So just some Japanese troops that were easily killed. So that went nicely for us. All right, so finishing that up, these guys are pushing forward here. I assume that no, they're not doing anything. I was gonna say, I assume those guys are pushing forward, but they're not. They're not doing a damn thing. All right, that's been taken as well. We got troops coming over this way to finish that up. It looks like he should be able to do that on his own. And we got military factories to get assigned. All right, so let's just go after, good God, it's just like We're so short. It's just crazy how short we are on the equipment. But I think we're finally going to get it fixed now. I think the situation is going to improve. And it's about time. But I think we're there. And we're just going to take these troops here, take 2 of them, have them come on over to this front. While the rest of these come on over to here. Help us out on getting these troops wiped out. Alright, so he's attacking there. Again, just kind of looking for units to do the attacks. There's really nobody here to get anything done at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why he's moving all over the place. Just stay where he's at. He's going to attack there, and we'll have these units come over here and attack as well. They'll come over that way. Again, just try and finish this up. Alright, so we've taken that. Excellent. So that's big for us. So what we want to do now is go ahead and take the yellow iron troops that are just kind of sitting around here and get them coming over to this front. And I didn't give planning bonus for these guys, so we're going to get that fixed. Alright, so sending all those troops on over here kind of help us out. And I guess Rommel's army will do this. I'm not sure what we'll have them do next. I guess we'll move them for what we had always intended for them to do, and that is to help us out with these invasions. Now that we have our fleet moved over here, let's go and attack here next. And then what we'll do is I'll just have this guy, when he gets there, support this attack instead, so somebody will stay in the port. So we finally got those medium tanks. Let's go ahead and now go after the self-propelled artillery for those. And then what we're going to want to do is use our experience on those medium tanks, everything we have, to get them ticked up. I don't think we'll have enough to get them to 3. I'm pretty sure it'll be just short. Yeah, it's 450 for 3. So we'll just get them ticked up like so. I think that's good. And we do want to build that line there like so, just to get rid of the little icon there. And then go ahead and get these replaced. We do need to decommission the old ones, or the model before we modified them. And so now we'll have the Panther A's going out there. Let's see what this is. I'm just trying to bomb those troop convoys there. All right, so I don't know how long it'll take the fleet to get here, but we'll kind of continually peek at it and see how they're doing on their progress to get here. So I'm gonna have this guy attack here. Again, all units should just be pushing forward. Kind of the key here. Just push forward and get this done, guys. All right, we got our rocketry. We're actually getting everything, getting a bunch of stuff done there. Getting our focuses and our researches done. Let's go to get this next. And we really need to get those nuclear techs. That would help us with these invasions. In fact, I'm thinking about going ahead and doing these invasions. You can see that we don't have a port yet, but there's some success here. I really don't think we'll win. Maybe if they pull them over here to deal with these invasions. This invasion is Russia, actually, that's doing this attack. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if we'll succeed there. We'll just wait until they pull some of these divisions off and maybe we'll be able to take advantage of those provinces being more open. It's just the invasion of Ireland has just been so challenging, man. Again, wasn't expecting it. So let's go and put this level 3 destroyer over here. We need to build their numbers up. And let's just see how far they are to getting here to their area. They're almost there. Or at least the screens are. The bigger ships are just now going through the Panama Canal. So they still got a ways to go. Alright, so attacking here. Again, just whenever we get some troops here, we'll start moving them. And not sure what they're doing. Let's go and have them come over here. Yeah, looks like they're not doing anything. We'll see if we can't get these guys cut off here. Although, is Burma in the war? They're not. Okay, Burma's not involved at all. So you use them to cut off troops then. So that'd be pretty helpful. Let's go ahead and attack over this way, and then we'll have them go this way next. Have him help out there. And yeah, we should be able to get this finished up now, guys. I'm gonna attack over that way since I think we already have somebody taking care of this. Attack right there. And so yeah, we're starting to clean this up now. It's just about done. We'll have him go across the river, I suppose. He can attack. He'll go across the river and then attack. He will cross the river in his attack. Because I think they'll be pretty weak by that point. Alright, so getting some divisions down here. So let's go and push forward and see if we can't cut off the troops here. That's what I'm thinking. Cut off the few divisions here. Since we got somebody to make sure that we don't get cut off. which is the key there. We lost here. Alright, so that's not good. Alright, so we're going to need to give them a planning bonus. I can't let this be some front that's going to be problematic. We'll just have to see if we can't get this done with some, maybe some yellow army troops here. I know we had an infantry division, we still do. Alright, so what we're going to do is have him come over here then. I don't know where he's currently at, but yeah, he'll come over here and help us out. Alright, so still pushing forward down here. It's mainly the British that are defending China at the moment. Still got to get these pockets dealt with, though. This is not yet finished up yet. Let's have these guys attack over here. Just about done, though. Yeah, this is looking good. And this guy could actually help out here, and then he could help out there. Alright, so those pockets are getting finished up. We've also knocked out the invasion here. We got 2 troops defending that port. I'm not sure why they're not moving to other ports. You'd assume they would need to get all the ports fully defended. I think it's because we don't have some of these ports in our occupied yet. I'm hesitant to give them any more area to defend. It looks like he should be able to get this done on his own. Alright, excellent. Let's have him come over here then. Help out these tanks get this job done. Alright, so yeah, this is looking great. And about to win here as well. We just got to give him some more assistance. Alright, so that's cleaned up. Just going to push forward here. Here. Gonna need more troops over there, clearly. I don't think they're gonna get it done. We'll go ahead and help them out, I suppose. Looks like we put 2 infantry in here. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how I did that. But let's go ahead and take them and put them somewhere else. Okay, they were supposed to be on this front, I think. So we'll get them to move over there now. Alright, so yeah, just about got that pocket done. Then you got these 2 here, and then that is it. Then we're just pushing forward. Alright, so those guys got that wrapped up. Just about. And yeah, those tanks are just flying down there to get those ports. And we'll have this guy go after Bangkok then. In fact, you know what, he's going this way. We'll have him grab that victory point along the way and then go after Bangkok. So yeah, very, very good progress in this episode, guys. This was massive. Big successes here. And we finally have our fleet moving over here as well. We lost another submarine, unfortunately. And it's a shame. We do have some new ships here. I got a level 3 destroyer. Let's go and put him over here. And then level 3 submarine. Let's go and put him over. Really feel like we need him in this theater. In fact, I almost want to bring one of these over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring these guys over here. Okay. Because I don't think we need as much assistance over here. We did sink a destroyer there. Alright, excellent. I assume the Russians are going to get pushed back eventually, but they're doing pretty good in the meantime. And it looks like they might have pulled divisions off, so we could try and attack, but they have not pulled off over here, so I mean, it's still very unlikely to see success here, guys. Very unlikely. You can see just how many troops are stuck in this area trying to get Ireland dealt with. You know, if you look at all of our allies and their troops, we are very heavily involved here. Alright, so that's not really the way I want to do it, but we're winning, so we'll keep it going. Alright, so that pocket's dealt with, and now you just got this one here to get dealt with. This, I think, is, yeah, going to be taken as well. We got the atomic research. Excellent. It took us forever to get that. So we've been working on the atomic research here for some time. So now we're going to do this one. 340 days, get that knocked down, so it's going to be quite some time. I highly doubt we'll be able to use it. We'll do it anyway, just in case we get stuck on the invasion of Japan, like we are on the invasion of Ireland. It's a real possibility. Sometimes with the late game, although I wouldn't really consider this late game here, for our usual campaigns, I'm usually mean like 44 to 46, so we're almost there. Invasions get very, very difficult around that time, and sometimes they can feel almost impossible without using nuclear weapons. You have to use all kinds of weird tactics to try and get it done. So yeah, let's go and get these guys moving over here. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're doing great. This continued success is what we just keep seeing. They're just not able to stop us, stop the roll. Now, a lot of these guys are not coming down here where they're supposed to because of the concern with supply. I understand, man. So yeah, all these guys should come over to this area once they finish up with that little pocket, which is the last little pocket to be dealt with, guys. Yeah, we could always put more troops into this army here. I just hate sending more and more troops over there to do that. It feels like it's kind of a waste. Okay, so he's coming over this way. Got it, I see. So listen to not get cut off here, that'd be wise. I'll try and get over here and stop these guys from cutting them off. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because it's going to be reconnected here. And yeah, still progressing over that way. And we finally got the cipher against Japan that we can make use against them. Did cut off this unit here. Okay, so they are fighting against us here now. We're seeing a little bit of resistance. When will these guys get out of there? Because we don't want them to get out of there. Yeah, we're just going to have to attack across the river. Just to lock them down temporarily while that tank gets over there. So we now need to do another enemy cipher, which we should probably do against the British here. We have some decisions available. We can provide more equipment to the resistance. This does cost political power, though, so I don't think we're going to do this right now. There's a few other things I want to do with our political power. So I think we're going to hold off on that. We did sink another British destroyer. This Russian invasion is almost defeated here. Let's try and do the attack, guys. I know it's going to fail, but it's fine. We'll try it out. See how it goes. And what we'll want to do is switch our... Oh, they're currently in battle. Okay, so we'll have to do it without any invasion support. We do have all these planes here. We should also move our planes down this way because they're still like way up here. And maybe get some more fighters over here to help us out. I think that would be wise too. So let's do some good fighters. I thought we were building an airbase in Korea. Did we just not get it done yet? Let me just take a look at what's going on here. Yeah, it must be down there towards the bottom. We should tick that up to the top so we can get that done. So for now, we'll just have to put them over here. Provide us some more coverage assistance here. Alright, we do not have the ability to provide much cover in this region. We just don't have any air bases here. But we'll provide what we can. And then, I guess with these guys here, I mean... Is there any closer air bases? Can you even reach down here? Where are we at on this? Can't reach there, so yeah, they'd have to cover right there. That's as good as it gets. Could build air bases a little bit further down, though. Yeah, I guess these guys here would just go over to this theater for right now. And we'll get the close air support going over here, and they'll help us out with the naval strikes, too. And just really focus on getting the British fleet destroyed. These guys here, they can try and provide some support there. We'll see. We'll do the more ground crews there. Can't do the more ground crews there, which is probably more important. Where are all we doing more ground crews? Some of these could probably reduce some. Yeah, I don't think we need to do it in the English Channel anymore. Still do it over Ireland, though. I think that would be wise. So that would free up... So we're already doing it there. Could do it here. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, it's fine. We'll keep it as is. Alright, let me just make sure I moved all the planes. I got distracted there. Yeah, we still got these planes here that need to get moved. Alright, so let's go and do that. Do we have fighters here? We do not. Alright, let's go and give them some fighter support then. And then maybe no, we have 400 bombers there. Okay, so we'll just go here. And have them provide naval attack. Alright, excellent. So yeah, very, very good progress this episode, guys. I'm quite happy with it, how things have gone. We did finish up all these pockets, right? No, we have not. We still got some units here that got to get destroyed first. And we just entered into May as well. And there we go. So that pocket's just about done. Just got to get those taken. And then everybody can move down here and down to here. Almost got the units cut off here. I guess we'll go and advance right here and start taking this territory. have him come over this way and just, I guess, go into India. I wasn't planning on invading India, but you know, we got the units to do it, and we do need to prioritize the invasion over here a little bit more, though. But we got to get some of the fleet destroyed, which I missed the first one there, but this one here, 2 light cruisers and 3 destroyers. So I think we've sunk quite a few ships just now. They're down to 276, so still a lot of ships. Is our fleet in the area? I didn't actually look at that. Who was doing the sinking? It looks like they are. Okay, so they're patrolling now. And they have almost arrived as well. Okay, so the fleet is almost here, guys. And we'll see if we can't get a big old naval battle with the Japanese and hope our air support is enough, because our fleet is tiny. It's not a big fleet. It's going to be like 30-something, maybe 40 ships against them, whatever we face. So it could be like a fleet of anywhere from, you know, 50 to 100 is what we might end up facing. Probably around 100 ships or so. Yeah, we're going to be outnumbered, guys. So we have to hope that we have quality over quantity. And I mean, we will have quality over quantity. Let's hope that quality wins in this case. And that the naval bombers will do enough to kind of assist us in that battle. We'll have this whole sea zone covered. So no matter where the battle happens, we should have air coverage as well. So yeah, let's see how that ends up going. Next episode, the Yellow and Blue Army will continue invading down here. Rommel's army needs to, if they're done here, then let's go and get rid of all their orders and get them coming over here to assist. I think we'll probably run out of supply here, and we just double check. Let's just move them over here for now. In fact, we'll have them take the railroads over there. And they would be assisting us in any successful invasions. And let me just see if we have any infantry. We do not. Alright, so they'll move over to there. And so the Blue Army and Yellow Army, they'll be pushing down into Indochina, into Siam, and the Malay Peninsula, get all that taken, while the Orangish Army here is going to focus on India. I don't know if there's enough troops to get it done. We'll see. They got 16 divisions, so we'll see if that's enough. We can do quite a bit with 16 divisions, as we've kind of seen here. But yeah, the war against China is done. We've conquered China. We're going to take a look at casualties. I assume they're pretty high. Yeah, we were at 6-point-something million last time. Now we're at 7.78, almost 8 million. While our side hasn't really taken that many more casualties. We've gone up to, from I think 311. If I might be wrong about that. I'm just recalling 311,000 for some reason. But now we're at 329. 196,000 of that from the Japanese, 93 from the British. India, 16,000. The Indians have killed quite a bit. I'd like to see how many of them we've killed, considering we killed 324,000 though, so still a fantastic kill-death ratio. So yeah, let's just go and look at everybody. So Japan, obviously, we haven't taken their territory. They're 44% of the war participation. We're 61%. They have 102 divisions remaining. Not a lot. We killed a lot of their divisions. They've taken 2.88 million casualties. We did 2.1 million of that. We'll have to look at their current manpower situation now. We killed 273,000 of the Yunnan Free Empire. Well, 239 is what we killed. Just looking at Manchukuo here, 162,000. I don't think we ever looked at the casualties caused them. We did 88,000 at Venezuela. Let's look at other countries taking a lot. India, again, we already looked at them, 324,000 casualties. Siam's killed 5.8. While we've killed 285,000. Good God. Yeah, the kill-death ratios are just insane. Looking at the British now, 899,000 casualties. Again, that's just for 93,000 on our side. But they still got a lot of divisions. They have more divisions than the Japanese do at this point. So they're still very much in the fight. But let's go and take a look at their laws and their manpower, and then we'll finish this up. So the British Empire, of course, they have 57 ships left. Not a lot. Still a ton of planes, though. Absolute ton of planes. Looking at their laws and manpower, 1.48 million manpower left. They are on all adult serves, so we've seen that before. Looking at the Japanese here, we saw they have 276 ships left. Good size air force as well. I don't know what our air force looks like. Let's just take a look real quick. We're looking at 5.1 thousand, so smaller than the British Air Force, but larger than the Japanese one, with 86 total ships here. But yeah, let's go back to Japan and take a look at their manpower situation. 912,000 on the manpower. 525 convoys. Got a bit of fuel left as well. But they're still in extensive conscription. Okay, so they got plenty of manpower left, guys. That's not going to be an issue for them. I do want to see how the British are doing when it comes to fuel. They don't have any. So that's one reason why we haven't seen their ships, and why we control the skies, is they can't They can't fuel their planes or their ships, and they don't really have any convoys either. We've sunk all their convoys, or they're being used. I don't know if that counts convoys they have that are being used. I think that's all their convoys though, which is just the 6. So they're quite limited. Quite limited. But look at this. They still have 10 military factories, 47 civilian factories, and 13 dockyards. Like, they still have a presence here. So they're definitely an enemy we still have to worry about, which is why I want to get the Irish invasion done. I'd really like to push them out of there. So at the very least, the British would be only in Africa and other areas. I mean, I guess they're still over here in the Americas, but mainly in Africa and the Indian Ocean. So I'd like to really get that, conquered. We'll see if we can do it. We'll keep trying, but so far no success there. It's not important for winning the war, though. All that's important for winning the war at this point, I think, is just Japan. Yep, the invasion of Japan. So that's going to be our focus in subsequent episodes, is to finally get the Japanese knocked out of it, which in order to do that we need to defeat their fleet. So that's next episode is going to be a more naval focused one as we attempt to destroy the Imperial fleet. Also looks like Papua New Guinea is facing an invasion by the Dutch, although there's a lot of countries involved here, and yeah, they seem pretty successful here. It's not the best place to probably initially attack, but yeah, our allies are even helping out a little bit, guys. I think it's only a matter of time. The Japanese are done for. They're going to start having to push back, or pull back, start losing their territory here. Let's have to see what the Americans end up doing. I would like to see their plan real quick, and then we'll end this. No, that's down here. So yeah, we want to look at their battle plan, see what they are looking at going after. So they're going to come after Midway here, and then down here go after Phoenix Island and try and get their Lion Island back as well. So they actually do have some invasions planned at this point. And looks like these invasions are planned to land in the Malay Peninsula to try and take that from us. So we got to hurry up and get down there so that goes into our hands. Although this might actually be an ally. Yeah, this is an ally, so this will just go back in their hands. So I guess it doesn't matter who goes there first. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.